can you introduce yourself to us?
My name is Wizomalupa.
Where are you from?
I'm from Warri, Delta State.
Okay, so what are we doing here? What are you doing here?
I'm trying to place the mulching in the snail pen. The mulching serves as a relaxing material for the snails. So during the night, they will come out from the mulching for session to comb around the pen for feeding. Then during the daytime, when you come in the daytime, you see them hiding inside the mulching to relax their body and their shell.
So it serves as a protective cover for the snails.
Yes.
Okay, so what are the advantages of snail farming in general?
So many advantages. Snail meat is highly proteinous. It's a meat for man, and from research so far, it's one of the, in fact, it's the number one proteinous meat for man. And it's for all and sundry. It's for all ages, both the young and the old, and it doesn't have effects. Another thing again, there's what we call snail slime. It's inside a liquid substance inside the snail. So the slime is being used in the beauty cosmetic industry, even the pharmacy industry. Those who work in the pharmacy, they make use of the snail slime for drugs production. So the slime can be used in the beauty industry, in the beauty and cosmetic industry, and it's also used to produce drugs for man.
What about the shell?
The shell contains calcium. So this shell can be used for livestock. So there's a way you process it. So you can use the shell. It serves as a calcium for livestock.
So which means everything about the snail farming, everything about it is you can use.
Yes, everything. Nothing is wasted. The meat is highly proteinous. The slime also. Like I said earlier, the slime is the liquid substance, which is the slime, is used in the beauty and cosmetic industry. It's also used to produce drugs. So it has a lot of economic value.
So what are the measures or the precautions that you undergo when setting up a snail pen?
Before you set up your snail pen, first of all, the environment. You need to consider the environment you want to set up the place. And the place should be conducive and should be away from predators' attack. Like you can see here, you can see something like this here. We have a gutter here, and we have a condemn oil inside. The reason why it is built like this is just to prevent all forms of creeping insects that can easily come inside the pen to invade the pen. And snail is defenseless, as you can see. It doesn't talk.
It doesn't move.
And when you even touch it, it doesn't talk. So you can see the way it is. So you being the farmer, a farm owner, and you can see what we have here is an intensive farm. So you being the farm owner, you need to ensure that first thing to consider before setting up a snail farm, the environment. The environment must be free, away from predators' attack. A very good conducive environment. That's the first thing to consider, to know if it's friendly for the snails. That's the first number one thing.
So what type of what special snail is this?
This is one of the African giant snail, and what we have here is the Achatina marginata ovum. So Achatina marginata ovum. We have other types of species. We have the Achatina marginata suturalis. We have the Achatina marginata ovum, and we have the that's the common snail in Nigeria, which is normally farmed. Yes, we have which is Achatina marginata. Achatina marginata suturalis and the ovum. Like this is a southwest snail. So you find it mostly in the western parts of Nigeria. You can also find it in those states due to the closeness or within or around Benin. So you can also find it in those states.
So what type of housing? What type of housing?
This is an intensive pen. So you being the farmer, you are responsible for the day-to-day upkeep of the pen. You provide feed for your snail, the maintenance of the farm to ensure that your snail are very well on a daily basis. So you be the one to provide feed for the snail, not unlike extensive system. Like the extensive system is less, your workload will be less. Because yes, like this is an intensive system. So since it's an intensive system,
everything depends on you.
Yes, everything depends on you. You are responsible for the upkeep, the maintenance, and every other aspect.
So what are the daily practices that has to go on here, like the day-to-day practice that they have to in order to keep up this place running?
Okay, first thing, like I said, first thing.
Like every day, what they have
Yes,
to do every day.
first thing, the number one thing you need to do is like one thing I do consider predators attack.
Okay.
First thing, you need to check if there's any opening within around the pen.
Okay.
That any form of creeping insects.
Yeah,
that can creep in. That's the first thing you need to do. Maybe when you come in the morning, you check around, you check all the corner, the nook and cranny of the pen to see that the pen is okay.
Okay.
And again, if you feed them at night, because they normally feed at night, it's a nocturnal animal, so they normally feed at night. When you feed them at night, in the morning, you come, you take out the leftover feed.
Okay.
So you have to remove those leftover feed. Then you ensure that the environment is tidy. If there's any form of drop in their feces, you pick out the feces. You clean the pen. You ensure the snails are faring well.
What about the ventilation?
It's very important. Ventilation is very important. There's one thing, things that can easily kill snail. Sunlight. Okay. Is very harmful to snail. So that's why you see we have a roof over. And you see, yes, the coverage. Excessive wind is not so good.
Okay.
Yes, it will dry up the snail. And snail is animal that need moisture. Even the process of incubating the snail egg, it needs moisture. For your snail to grow, it needs moisture. Snail need water on a daily basis. You need moisture for snail. Anything dryness is not really conducive for snail well-being.
Okay, so what are the measures you take to prevent spread of disease around your snail farm?
Like I said earlier, leftover feed, you have to remove them on time. The feces, you have to remove them on time. Because when any snail gets infected, that one single snail can spread disease among all. And you'll be picking dead snail every day.
What about the biosecurity?
Yes, it's very important. Biosecurity is very important. Not everybody you bring inside the snail pen and you don't touch snail. When you see snail in the comfort zone, leave it. You don't pull it. When you pull it, you are wounding the snail. It doesn't talk. But you don't know that in that process you're harming the snails. So you don't do that. And if you are using a particular bucket for your feeding, another other aspect, that's the same bucket you'll be using. Not that you use it for other aspects, you wash your clothes and use it. No, it doesn't work like that.
All the equipment you use
stays must stay within the farm. It must be inside.
And you have to wash them regularly.
You have to wash them regularly.
So what about this machine? How often do you change it? Like how often?
When you find out that the dropping is getting too much, so you have to change it. There's a time if you get to know that the machine is contaminated. Okay. So you know you have to change it. Because sometimes you see, yes, oftentimes when you feed, when they drop, you see their feces inside the mulching. Though you'll be doing cleanup, but the time will come, you have to change. Maybe within 3 months' time, 2 months' time, you have to change the mulching. Also, even the soil. When you find out that the soil is decay, it's getting decay, you know that you have to change. You have to change your soil. But it's not something you do regularly on monthly basis. Within few months, 3 months' time, 4 months' time, you have to change.
How often have you been? How long have you been doing this?
I've been into the business for like 4 years now.
4 years, wow.
Yes.
That's nice. And how
it
how
has been
far?
impressive. And you know one thing, let me tell you one thing about snail farming. It's not a farming that you have to spend more capital intensive. It's not really capital intensive. Okay. So it's something that
you can start small.
Yes, you can start small. It doesn't take much of your money, or you budget that I budget 100,000 for feeding for this particular month. No, it's not like that. There are some things you find within the environment which you can feed your snail. There are some things you even consume that you see as refuse. Maybe the leftover, you see it as refuse. Let me this for the dustbin. You throw it at the dustbin. You can use it to feed your snail. So I think this is the cheapest livestock farming. It's the cheapest livestock farming. And you know one thing, snail is very expensive.
Yes, it is.
It's very, very expensive in the market. It's very, very expensive. But it's less capital intensive when it comes to the farming aspect, the feeding, the maintenance. It's less capital intensive.
How long do you have to train the snail? How long?
It all depends. Maybe okay for a market size. That's what you mean, right?
Yes, for market size.
It all depends. Yes, let's say within 5 months, 4 months. And you know one thing again, It depends on the size of the snail. Like I said earlier, a bigger is snail, a bigger is eggs. So if we have two snail, if this is the smaller one, this is the bigger one. If the bigger one lay eggs, it will lay a bigger egg, and the smaller one will lay a smaller egg. So the one with the bigger egg will grow faster than the one with the smaller egg.
All right, thank you very much. It has been wonderful, you know. So I really appreciate the fact that you took out time to talk about this. And from what I'm seeing here, this is actually very impressive. It's very impressive, and I want to say thank you and good luck with all your endeavors in life.